Hello and welcome to my channel. Nice to see you again. My name is Pete. You're watching Pete Jacob the Model Builder, and as you can see from my hat, we're going on with the beautiful Porsche build that is by IXO Collections. Right there is, let me just get that glare off. Right there is the magazine that we're talking about, and it's kits 17, 18, 19 and 20. Something funny going on, or not at least, in the French magazine. They're showing things to be put on in stage 17. In the English, they're saying not to do it. And I'll show you that in the English version because I've printed it out. But with I've seen on Facebook people saying that the things that they're putting on are not correct, and apparently they've listened and they've checked it, and they said that the motor they are putting in is not the same one as that was supposed to be in the Steve McQueen Le Mans Porsche 917KH. So they changed it over and left parts of the blister for 17 empty. These parts, the lower part, are all not going to be used, and these two. For the rest of it, we're going to use it. And that engine that we have at the moment is right here. This is what we have at the moment, and it's a big engine. And as you can see right there, we're going to put the exhausts on, the fan, and a bit of the engine, and I can't remember the return spring, the generator, this control rod, the rocker axle, control level, the rocker, the bracket, and the dampener are all the stuff that we are using. And I'll name some stuff because I've got the things here in English, and then it's easier for me to read and tell you what's going on. I can tell you straight away, I'm not a car fanatic in the way that I know what that is. Well, I know it's something called an inlet trumpeter, but I have no clue what it does, or I cannot explain to you how it works. And same thing goes for the name side. I'm not into that, or I love building the cars, but I don't know all these names. But it's a great build. It is really a really great build, and I've got the cap to prove it now. I love the colors as well, the orange and orange underneath as well. It's black up here. Sorry, it's black up here. It's orange underneath, and I like that combination of colors. It's looking really neat. But shall we just get modeling? Shall we just start building on this car? Yes, let's do that. So that is the engine from the top at the moment. Before we start kit number 17, I'm going to put that away and show you number 17, or at least the blister from number 17. So if we're looking at this blister, these parts in this stage 17 are not going to be used. All this on top is going to be used, and I'm using some of the screws, but not all of them. So we've got two springs. These are the return springs. We've got the generator studs, the control rod, the rocker axle, two control level, AP screws, two brackets, and then two dampeners, and they seem to be the same according to this. And we are going to be putting in the trumpeters, these things, the inlet trumpeters, intake trumpeters. We're going to put those little tiny FP screws, and we're going to start with these, and they're tiny screws. They're going into plastic. As you can see, all of them are in. And these trumpeters are going in right here. And this is the way they should go in, with the screws on outside towards myself, because there is a shape there, a keyhole pattern. And then from underneath we will be putting the AP screw in, and that is in step 3 of this stage. And the roll in, and we can still put those 3 in. Okay, well, after much fighting I got it in. That is the dampener, and that's the rocker axle. We're going to put those together, and this one goes in there with the smooth side and the rough side on the other side. So smooth side goes here. So what I did, I put a screw, I've taken a little drill and drilled that out a bit, so as you see now it's completely in, there's no gap between, so that's superb. We're holding it like that. What you've got to do is put that end through that thing first. After that you put that part into that hole on this side here, and then you can put the whole thing together. That's in, that's in as well. As you can see, that is in the proper position, that is in the proper position, and that's seated inside as well. And it's in there like the magazine. I've got this little piece of paper now. So as you can see, that's in there like this, with that moon-shaped hole right there, the 2 holes over here, and that dampener on this side, on that little rocker. We're going to do the same thing again, and then this time we're going to put that moon-shaped thing into that one, and first we're going to put that hole right here. It's in. Now we've got to push that one in. There it is. And as you can see, where's my little light? My IXO light. As you can see, there's no gap in between there, and that thing comes out on the other side, which is exactly what we wanted. Then we're going to get the control rod and the control level out. No, that's the wrong one. This one, the straight one. And we're putting the thicker end on the control level. That's this little thing. And we're going to put it in on this side. There we go, it's in. Then we're going to put that onto that, and that part into that. So let's see if that works in one go. Well, there you go, I just broke that part. And to make sure, I'm gonna put my favorite glue in there again, to me extra thin. There's a bit of a gap there, but that's just as good. So put that capillary action into work. There we go. Okay, we're getting one of the first 2 springs out. And they're showing a different kind of spring than that we're actually having. But that's alright, that's alright. But before we do that, these need to go in. And it goes in like that. Is there any difference between the two? Yep. So we're going to put it through to that one, and oh good, sorry, you can't see that. We're going to put it through that hole and that one. So I'm seeing And just to make sure that they're staying in, I'm bending it completely. So that one is in as well. Can you see that properly? I think you can. Right there. And we're putting a bracket here somewhere. Let's see. Yep, that one. We're putting it into that and into the little hole. So we're going to start here because that's the easiest part. There we go. So that one's in. And that finishes stage, was it 17? Stage 17 completely done, and this is what we've got to show for it. So we've got all those screws in, we've put that little bracket in just now, that and that spring, this one, that, and we've also put screws in into all these intake dampeners. And that finishes stage 17. That is what we have at the end of 17. It was a little bit fiddly with the screws because you couldn't reach, and they're so tiny it's hard to put them in, but I got that to work. What you can do is unscrew them from the underneath and put the screws in, and and then put them back again. That would be even easier for you to do. That's one stage done. I will be doing some more this weekend, so but I don't know how long the videos are, so I'm gonna put them make them one by one and see what I can get over to, or on to I should say. But that was that, and have a look at my other builds. There are quite a few. Thank you very much for joining me again, and hope to see you next time on any of my other builds. Thank you, and goodbye.